Now, do you think Brexit will disrupt the opportunities for collaborations with other artists?
Oh, that's a huge one because now you find most of the time collaboration happening more in the United States than in UK. In UK here, for you to bring an artist from maybe Sweden, Germany, and all that here, you also consider how how easy it is for them to process all that. But in time, that has worked because it's easy for anyone to just travel. Just pick your bags and go, and there won't be any issue. But uh, after Brexit, I think that will be a huge problem because one, most artists here will probably want to say that, well, I don't have maybe the documents to actually travel. I mean, I've had gigs whereby I'm replacing many another guitarist just because he couldn't travel for a gig, and that's quite alright. But because they couldn't travel, that's a problem. So if they cannot come here and we cannot go there, then collaboration will almost be impossible.
And when it comes to touring, what barriers might a musician face in terms of access to the EU market?
Mm. Well, like I said, the most important thing is their status. That is the most important thing, and is a crucial thing because at the end of the day, like I had a gig in France, and I thought that we had a fantastic gig. Even opportunity going there to play the gig. But when we got there, we found out that the resident band there was also from London. I was like, wow! So in the whole of France, they couldn't get another band to play the gig. We now started chatting, and we all like, wow! So we all from London, just for one gig. So that means that what we export is fantastic, and we also have seasoned musicians that actually are probably world class standard in terms of their dexterity and in terms of their play. And I think we represent the UK very well. But then, if you look at it very well, you probably know that if you don't get it right, then we don't get it right. So that's it. So touring will probably be like passing a thread into a needle after a while. And so also for people outside the EU, it's even going to be more difficult because at the end of the day, they have to like earn £30,000, per annum, second tier, and that will probably apply to EU citizens later. That I know for sure because definitely you have to have your permit to actually come and play and actually earn money. So I think that it will be a huge barrier. Immigration will be a very very huge barrier to touring.
And how dependent do you think the UK music force is in terms of free movement and access to the EU?
Hmm. Uh, well, there's an association called Incorporation of Musicians or something like that, ISM. Yeah, and for now they're looking at raising an awareness about that with a campaign called Free Move Create. Yeah, and the idea is to enlighten the parliament, enlighten the people that what, if you don't allow free movement, this will really hinder the turnover because as I speak we have like 4.4 billion pounds that the music industry contributes to the economy yearly. So if you take that out of what we have now, I mean that'll be a big problem. And if you can imagine, yeah, O2, if you have guest artists from any other country, sold out. So really, it's something to really consider if you're thinking about making more money.
And when travelling in and out of the country, how does the visa process affect your life?
I will honestly say that now that is not there is no Brexit yet. Sincerely, it's been easy except for maybe Germany, yeah, whereby it's a bit tough. It's quite tough because they had to do their checks all the time. Almost every barrier you have like do this, do that. You understand? But Dublin, other countries, I think it's been easier. That's what I can say. You know.
Now you did mention that it was a bit difficult in Germany. Can you elaborate more about that time when you weren't able to fulfill your work commitment due to, say, airport security?
I think it was just a delay in the sense that I had my guitar on me, and they said I had to check it in. I was like, no, it's a personal effect. You know, I couldn't afford to do that. But then that was like an issue, and eventually the could cut. So you do that again. Yeah. You're gonna take that
Okay,
again.
so you did tell me about your experience in Germany, but can you
Yeah.
elaborate on a time when you weren't able to fulfill your work commitment due to, say, airport security?
Really, I wouldn't say I wasn't able because it was actually a delay, and that was just because they had to make me check in my guitar, which I really didn't want to. One, it's a personal effect. You know, they did all the scan and all that, but then it's a personal effect. I wanted to check it in on board. I was like, no, 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 please, you have to do this. And that caused a bit of rancor, you know. But then I had to let go because of my time, you know, and I had somebody waiting for me already, and I had a gig that I had to attend to. But then, moving forward, I have just learned that, well, you just put that into the process to know that, okay, you allot a bit of time, you know. But after Brexit, I'm sure that would be another huge task.
How do you think artists' income are going to differ from, say, performing in the UK and performing in the EU before and after Brexit?
Before Brexit, I can say we smile to the bank easily. Because the point is, like, if you're going on tour, they would have paid your money, you know, hotel accommodations, everything would have been sorted, you know, you feel cool about it, you travel light, you know. But after Brexit, I'm sure that will be pretty difficult, because what will happen now is, like, you really have to make most things so let me say, you have to process your visa, process your application, the reason for traveling, how long you're going to stay, you know. When you put all that into consideration, then, man, it will be a tax trying to actually even go for a gig. So
Now, I know you're aware of some of the current campaigns aiming at saving UK music scene. How do you think we can save UK music?
honestly, I'll probably say no Brexit. That's all I can say, because music is a universal language. You don't want to cage people. Yeah. Now, also, it would be pointless to have even a country like this, and you don't have external events from foreigners. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it is something that I'll probably say no Brexit at all. That's my own opinion, seriously, because I feel the essence of life is to have a universal approach to life.